Hey, good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching from. This is Volsfan, the leader of Last Regiment, and I wanted to take the time today to give you a quick update on the progress I've made in my base, and you can compare it to the progress you've made. I'll be completely honest, I think I've only sped up or accelerated two buildings. One of them was the Stronghold when it got down to less than 500 gems. I think I finished it off. And then one of my mines, I believe I sped that up when it got down to like 15. So not a significant amount of time. So most of your progress should be kind of in the same general area, unless your strategy on which buildings you converted or upgraded is different than mine, which I totally expect to see that. One thing that I will point out is none of my houses are converted. I have no intention on converting them until the end because, as you can see, I do not have an issue with recruits. Between farming, Atlantis Rising was significantly helpful. Between farming and raiding, as well as in the quests, I usually have no issue with troops. My issue at this point, and I'm sure you guys can relate, is food and iron. So based on what each building costs, I've been strategically focusing upgrading those buildings at that time. So first thing is I am preparing for Stronghold level 22. So I'm upgrading my iron storage as often as I can. So just this morning I started level 4 for my advanced iron storage. So that way the capacity is there so that when Stronghold 22 does become available, I'll at least have the capacity to start it. And the main reason why I say that is because it's going to take a significant amount of time. I don't have the time in front of me, but I believe it was over 8 days for 21, so I imagine it's going to be longer. And that way I can get it started as quickly as possible so that timer starts. So as long as I have the storage capacity, I can raid to fill up my iron, start that, and because I have VIP, I can continue working on other buildings like a mine, for example, which requires food to update, because obviously I'll be completely depleted of iron for a short period of time. So as of right now, here's what I've done in progress with the new buildings. My Hunter's Lodge is currently at level 2. I have not done the research for it because it requires food, and specifically it requires 2800 2801k food. So over 2.8 million food that it requires. And if you look at my capacity, I'm not there yet. I'm hoping when this finishes, which is my farm, advanced farm is upgrading to level 4, that I have the additional capacity to do that research when I'm ready. But right now, food is such a precious resource because I'm working on finishing Seashat, which is the hero of the month for this month. So I got my 6th tabard. Originally, I didn't think I was going to be able to work on her very much, but I got my 6th tabard from our last Titan. So I've been able to progress on her really well. So she should be maxed out later today. I'm just waiting on the final few heroes to get her to those last few levels, which, as you guys all know, is grueling. Next up, so you see my advanced farm is working on to level 4. It should be done in a couple of hours. My advanced food storage, because food is used a lot, I'll probably work on this next depending on how much iron I have, is at level 1. So I haven't done anything with it since I've converted it. My advanced mine is at level 3, which we talked about earlier. And then here again, we have my advanced iron storage is currently at level 3. I just started the upgrade to level 4 today. And again, when we get into this level, we see how much time is passing. Over the course of those 3 days, I should be able to get enough iron or food to start over the next building. So 2 hours this finishes. Depending on where I'm at with Seashat and how much food I have, I may start this on level 4 just to have the production, but I most likely will do this to level 2 if I can get my iron up high enough, because that's what's closer at 572k. Cool. So next up, I'll show you where I'm at with my training centers. Nothing really happened with the training centers. I use all 4 of them. Go back to my recruit statement to do things. So I just made a significant shift in my training centers today from at least 2 of them. So these 2 are still the same. They're still doing level 11, extra low cost, an abundant amount, because it's easy to put recruits in here. And I have two training centers doing that same exact task. So I have a lot of recruits in there crafting heroes. So you'll see here that I'll always have recruits every few hours. What changed is this training center, if you remember, was working on Dark Heroes last month as I was preparing for the arrival of CSHAT. Now that CSHAT is here, I've emptied this out almost completely. I have a few Dark Heroes left crafting here to get her from 77 to 80, but between the heroes here and the heroes in these two training centers, I should be able to get her maxed in the next few hours. What shifted is this other training center. So I have no other heroes that I'm really working on that I have the mats for. I did get Ariel in my Atlantis summonings, but I'm way short on telescopes. I believe I need 3 more. I'll get the 4th one in Frost March this month, but unless something significant changes, I'm not ready to max her out just yet. But I do have 6 Mystic Rings. So if you look at my Ascension, I have 6 Mystic Rings. And since I do have Dynastic Blades and Tomes, I'm going to prepare for Nadnog, who is the next month Hero of the Month. So that is the August Hero of the Month is Nadnog. If you haven't seen that already, I believe the name has been announced, but his stats may not have been specific. But he's a fire hero, and I really liked him. I am a beta tester. I tested him in beta. I liked him there, but who knows what he's going to look like when he comes out. But I know that he is a red hero. He's very fast, and I believe he is a healer. From what I'm not sure of. But again, we won't know until he actually comes out. Either way, it doesn't change what I can do in preparing for his arrival. So what I've done is I've shifted this training center to where there are almost 30 days worth of fire heroes in here. So you see there's a total of 714. Now, I haven't done this before, but I know from experience that isn't enough heroes to take a hero from level 1 all the way up to level 80. So I'm hoping to add more in there, but 30 days, that's almost the entire month of July. I should have a significant number of feeder heroes to give him, assuming I summon him on the first day of August. So that's where I'm at with my training centers. That's my strategy as I prepare for more heroes. I have no other heroes that I'm currently working on. So what I like to do, just to give you some insider information about me, is I have 5 teams set up. I put my work in progress team, WIP team, as team number 5. So these are all the heroes that I'm currently working on. CSAT is the primary focus. Ariel's almost at the max I can get her without getting the extra scopes. I'll take Yunnan to 470 as well, or 3870 as well, and then Muggy and Gretel I should be able to max out. So those are the only other heroes that I'm working on right now, and I believe all their specials are maxed, so I don't need to worry about. She's 3.8, so she needs to get up to 8.8, but I'm not worried about getting them completely maxed out because I'll likely only use them in challenge events as well as in the raid tournaments when they come up. Same thing with Muggy, and we just had the 3-star raid tournament, so that may not come up again for another week or so. So, thank you guys very much for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button. We're definitely growing in subscribers. You're going to see a lot more cool content as we get through, Stronghold 21, finishing up the upgrade, and as we prepare for Stronghold 22. I'm doing my best to keep up with everybody. That way you guys can get sneak peeks of what's coming up ahead of time. If you have any questions or you want to see anything specific, please comment. I do my best to be very active, as well as one of my admins and Don Barak to reply to any comments that are posted. Definitely thank you for the feedback that we've gotten to date. You'll notice there's no background audio, background noise. Turned all that off so you guys could hear me clearly. It doesn't really matter in this instance, but when I'm hitting a Titan, a lot of those specials get really crazy. And somebody shared that it was harder to hear me. So thanks for that feedback. Anything else you guys want to see or hear, please let me know in the comments. Looking forward to making a lot more content. Otherwise, definitely hit the subscribe button, share the YouTube link with all your friends and followers, and we look forward to posting a lot more content in the future. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.